You know, guys, I really don't know how this keeps happening, but man, oh man, does it keep happening. Every time I log on the server, it seems our paintings are missing, which I really don't understand because it's... Wait, what? Okay, this is weird. Guys, I'm not even kidding. A minute ago, they weren't there. I guess it just took a minute to load in. There is a ghost on the Minecraft Evolution SMP server. Speaking of that, guys, welcome back to the Minecraft Evolution SMP server. My name, of course, is System Z, and today we are finally going to be doing something. Okay, there's like 3 different things in this picture that that deserve to be talked about. This is different. Okay, so first of all, we're missing a cube. There's a radio tower, and there's a gigantic dirt skyscraper. Okay. You know what? Let's just ignore these. This is the big issue. So, as you guys know, for the longest time, I have been wanting to get rid of the Zico tower because it's just not needed, and it's an eyesore, and oh, sticky keys. There we go, all better. Sticky keys keeps turning on for some reason. But anyways, as you guys know, I've been wanting to get rid of the Zico building for a while. Well, it looks like it's actually kind of started, but today we are going to be destroying this build. I know, some of you are very sad, because it's kind of a monumental thing. I might leave the bottom cube as a bit of a monument in a way. Maybe we can build like a Evo sign, or maybe a dolphin on it to represent, you know what I'm saying? But I do want to overall, you know, abandon this building, because it's just never really fit in with our style. And I know that whenever I did the episode where we built it, a lot of you guys seem to have found my channel from it, but for some reason, you guys liked it, but half of you did not like it, but you still came. It was kind of weird. So, we're going to be moving over to downtown Evo to resume business, and that's kind of what today's episode is all about. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of understand why they've done this. They did say that their signal was being blocked, but that's still a property police matter, and I think they could have at the very least asked a Mafia member. So the Mafia is gonna have to get revenge for that, even though I did want to tear it down, and they've helped me in doing so. We still need to get revenge. But guys, I say we go ahead and make this building pay for all of its sins of being ugly and demolish it today. Today, we're going to do that. So I'm going to go grab some TNT. We're going to get rid of the first cube, and I think we'll keep the second just because I kind of like it. No, you know what? It's all got to go. Let's get rid of the entire building. But first, guys, welcome to the SMP server. If you do enjoy, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. And guys, let's get right on into it. I am 100% certain that there is TNT in this chest. So that is the first thing. Now, guys, I would be lying if I said that I'm not going to miss this building. The Zico building was one of the first things that we really did on the server, despite the bakery, which did happen to be the founding building of, you know, old Spawn. It's kind of funny that the mayor was never asked to be me. No one wanted me to be mayor, despite the fact that I literally founded this town. Don't you remember the bakery? Come on, guys. Anyways, yeah, I am gonna miss this building overall. I think it's always been kind of a staple of what this city was, with this little short skyline that we've got. I just don't think it's the most attractive and flattering building, even though a lot of you did say that if we removed the top, it might actually look pretty good. And I'm actually really, like, genuinely, hold the phone, I'm almost second guessing myself as to whether or not we should do this. But I do kind of think it's probably a good idea that we demolish it. But you know what? Despite the fact that we're holding the TNT, I've come to a revelation. I don't think it looks that bad now. But I still think it looks trash at the same time. I think you guys should decide whether or not we do it. Instead of me just doing it, I think you guys should help me decide whether or not we should just simply demolish this building. Because I guess, realistically speaking, it's not that bad. And I think that we could still move the office, but we can just keep this here as kind of a second location. Because why not expand Zico all over the country of Evo? But you know what? Let me know, guys. What do you want to see? Do you want to see it be blown up, or would you rather it stay? Let me know in the comments. I know, it's a bit weird that we would just so suddenly back out of blowing it up, but you know, guys, it's just, I love that building a little bit now. And seeing it like that without the top piece, I'm like, you know what? it doesn't look that bad. But guys, anyways, today, what we are going to do, in fact, and we're not going to back out of it, we're actually going to work on the new Zico office because we've been needing to do that for a while. Now, I really don't have the full design laid out in my head yet, but I figured I would kind of lay down the template, and you guys could send me cool ideas on Twitter once the episode's over. So that is the plan, but just to give you guys a rundown, because this will be the final floor of this building that we really have to do, because the bottom floor is done, and of course the apartment is done. I want to do something kind of in between. I want it to be an open space like the bottom floor, but I also want to have somewhat of this modern feel that we've got with this one. Now, unfortunately, it cannot be quite as open as this flooring because obviously we've got more to work with on the top floor, but I'm sure we could pull together something, and you guys know how I love doing interior after all. So, here is my plan. I think what we're going to do is have this be the main floor, and then we're going to have a secondary story here. I noticed in a lot of modern, like, LA offices, they have that kind of glass, walled upper floor that leads to the offices. I think that could be pretty cool. So what we're going to do is build kind of a lounge, and then over here we're going to do a bit of a meeting table. And then if you go around and go upstairs, there's going to be my office, simply put. And I want you guys to really help me out with overall decoration, but it should be pretty cool. But the first thing we need to do is remove this nasty window, because even from the outside, it's genuinely not that attractive. I don't know why I did that, and I think it might look better just being simple spruce. So we are going to need to do that really quickly. So I will really not miss this window, because after all, I think this will look fantastic. And let's go see exactly what it looks like from the bottom row. I'm gonna try and teleport through the wall, so let's run at it really quickly. Okay. Oh, hey, it worked, but we brought the wall with us. That's cinematic transitions. No, but guys, I think it actually looks decent. I think it could use a little bit of work, but that actually looks a little bit better because that's not supposed to be a center of attention, and that's exactly what the glass did for it. So yeah, I'm happy I did that. But anyways, guys, I'm going to pull together the resources so that we can get started on this floor here. If you do enjoy, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Let me get everything prepared, and we will continue on with the episode. And the goods have been collected. Now, guys, the thing about this project is that it's really not completed yet. I don't have this full room design just because I've been debating on where I want to go with it. So today's video, we're going to get the structure laid out, and I'm going to need you guys to send me your ideas on Twitter, or even just email them or put them in the comments. I don't know. Let me know once you see the final structure of what we're leaving it as in the comments below. Let me know what you think we should do. But what I want to do is I want to have a pathway leading this way that basically just takes you over to this area, just so that way if people aren't trying to go to the Zico building, they don't really have to go into the build at all. They can just use this as almost a hallway. I think that'll be, a little bit better, but overall I want that to be a separated piece. And then I want this area to be a lounge, and then a little meeting area, and then an upstairs area. And the way to do that is basically first we're going to have to build about 4 blocks out, I believe. We're going to build a little separator, which will only be 1 block thin. So it'll be 2 by 1. We did this similar trick in both floors where we kind of separate the wall up a little bit by breaking it up, by doing a little piece that isn't necessary but just adds to the overall room structure and blueprint. So we're going to do that first, and that's going to allow us to kind of separate that room from this room. That's an interior trick in case you guys didn't know. So to separate that room, we're just going to have that there. That way we can have a hallway and then that. Now similarly, I want another pillar like we have upstairs. So we're going to do that about 7 blocks away. That's 3. There's the center. So 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to do a 2 by 2 right there. So yeah, that's essentially it, and this is going to go all the way up. Now, I do want to know, do you guys think we should do this type of roof, or should we do what we've done upstairs and do kind of a light gray roof? Because I actually really liked the way that this turned out. It's really, really nice looking. This is actually one of my favorite interiors, so let me know what you guys think, because I do think that that would probably look pretty good up here, but it might also be cool to have this grungy look to it. So yeah, just let me know down below. But before we continue on, let's go ahead and build this up and get it all going. But guys, while we build here, I want to know, what is your favorite build on the Evo server? Let me know what has been your favorite part of this whole series, because I would really, really like to know. But anyways, real quick here, this is going to be the next floor. We're going to have it start right there. So to do that, first things we're going to do are basically build out the floor. But before that, we're going to actually add a little separator here to kind of divide this whole room in half. But yeah, anyways, let me know what is your favorite build in Evo, because I've got plenty of favorites, and I want to do a tour soon to kind of show you guys all the progress we've made as players, because it's really been quite the experience overall. It's been pretty cool. But anyways, before we continue on, let's go ahead and get this going. I'm going to start the floor by building it on the top half, or is that the... I did it a little bit wrong. Let me fix my mistake here. There we go. Just meant to be one half block actually higher. But anyways, what we're going to do is start the next floor using this layer here. So that way, from the outside, you can see the cobblestone as well as the stone slabs, and it's kind of a nice little blend there to separate that whole floor from the bottom, but also that whole half of the room to this area. Now, what we're going to do for the stairway is do a bit of a modern design. This is actually going to be rather interesting. First, we're going to connect those pieces. Then, we're going to start it there, and we're just going to go down by one block and do these modern stairs. A lot of people seem to do these, and I think that they look really, really cool. Kind of like they're connected to the wall. They actually really help bring out the modern aesthetic that we're trying to go for. And this is really one of the first cases that I've actually done this, so I'm excited to see how this turns out once the entire room is done. Can I not put a torch here? There we go. But yeah, that's essentially what we're doing for the stairway. Now, it's a little inconvenient because obviously you have to jump up, but I still think it does work out. But yeah, guys, I do want to say a couple of things going forward that aren't really about what we're building right now. So I'm going to go ahead and start filling this in. And while I do that, I just wanted to say thank you for your continued support on this series. I really want to interact with you guys more, so I'd like to request a couple of things. Oh, let's fix this really quickly. But yeah, I want to request that you guys perhaps put a couple of questions that you'd like me to answer in a video soon in the comments below about Evo or even about my general channel. I'd also like it if you guys could let me know what your favorite build has been. And we are almost out of slabs here. But another thing is all the fan art that you guys have created in the Evo time span. I'd love it if you could send it, because I really, really want to put together something that kind of showcases all of you guys' talents, because you guys have really blown us away with your talents. You're very, very talented, and I'd love to see it all again. So feel free to send me your fan art on Twitter, and I will start putting it at the end of the episodes. I think that could be very cool. But anyways, this is the second floor. Now, the only thing I'm not too thrilled about is the fact that it actually divides this up a little bit oddly. If we look on the outside, we're going to see a slab going straight through the windows. But you know what? I'm willing to deal with it because it's not that bad. It allows us to see through this side and below, and I think that's a little bit okay. I think it could be done better, and we could put it on another side of the build, but I actually really, really like it over here as far as the entrance goes. So just ignore that teeny tiny fact because it could be better. I mean, heck, if it were up to me, I would just remove the walls or the windows, but we really can't do it because of the outside. But yeah, so this is the meeting area. What we could do instead, though, is shorten up the windows. That might work. But yeah, so this is essentially what we got for this one here. And meeting table down here, I think. But next, we're actually going to do a couch. So let me grab the resources for that. We are going to actually need some signs for this, but this is actually going to be really cool. I normally don't do these types of interior designs where we really go all out on the modern design, but you know, I think it's kind of refreshing to play around with things, and that I feel like is one of the key factors that has made Minecraft so special, is the fact that you can really just experiment with whatever you want as far as architecture goes and just building in general. So, for example, I never really do, oh, a little bit of lag there, I never really do these types of couches where we have kind of a modern shape that kind of flows through with a main block and then a half slab. I've never really done that before. But you know what? I actually really like it. And then from there, what we do is we put a little glass table here. That way we can get some light in the middle and put signs around it. This is kind of a weird looking coffee table, but I think oddly fits with this style. So let's do that first. And I actually think I may need to move it over by one, but we're just going to play with it here for now. Yeah, I'm a little bit embarrassed because I built the entire thing of this interior one block too far. So that is why none of it was lining up. But now it is fixed and it should actually look a little bit better. So this is the lounge design that I was playing with, and what I actually intend on doing is putting a set of bookshelves here. That way we add a little bit more color, and maybe even bringing out this wall a little bit more, making it this size instead, just to really separate this room so when you come in it's really divided, and then we put something over here. But this is really what this is intended to be, and I will do proper stuff on the walls once we really make more progress with it. But I just wanted to give you guys a couple of ideas to toy around with. But overall, we basically have the same exact lounge couches, but they're just flipped around. Now, over here, we may have, like I said, a meeting table, which I'm still kind of working on some designs for. But again, I'd love it if you guys could send some screenshots of that. And then we'd also have this over here, which would basically just be a huge desk that I would mainly work at. So that's essentially my idea, and that's really where I'm going to stop with this video, just because I really don't want to go too far with my own decoration. I want to give you guys a little room to play with it. Now, keep in mind, this whole design is kind of not necessary. We don't have to do this. So if you guys have other ideas, that would be awesome. I just want to really get you guys ingrained into this project, because after all, Zico is a reflection of the System Z community overall, and you guys are that. So I think it's really important that we include a little bit of all of you in this build. So please send your designs on Twitter. That'd be super, super cool. But guys, that is unfortunately gonna do it for today. I just wanted to say really quickly, I've got some really cool designs coming up soon for some projects. I've got a couple things to finish up here in Downtown Evo, and then we are actually gonna start the palace. I know a lot of you have been asking for that, so don't worry, because that will begin very soon. We've also got some very fun Mafia treats coming very soon. But anyways, guys, that is going to do it for today. My name has been System Z. You guys have been awesome, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.